Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents Beyond the Realm. I am your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah, and this is the tale of the Axe House murder. So this is our last scary story for this evening. So let's get ready to get into it. Everyone, please go ahead and like and share. I forgot to tell you all to like and share the other videos. I hope you did. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Be sure you click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live on this channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah, on Instagram at Divine_Goddess_27, Twitter at DGoddess27, Brighton and Patreon at Queen Ahmadiyyah. Okay? Sounds like it's about to storm outside. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because don't forget, I have another story coming up at 10, and that's going to be on my true crime channel. Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents The Root of All Evil. You know, the channel where I do the crime stories about what people have done for money. So I'm going to be doing a show on there tonight at 10 p.m. following this broadcast. So make sure you tune back in to The Root of All Evil. Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents The Root of All Evil. And if you haven't subscribed to that channel, please do so. Okay? So let's get into it. Okay, the Axe Murder House. The Villisca Axe Murder House is in Villisca, Iowa. Now, it is well known as a tourist attraction for ghost hunters and horror lovers alike. The site of a gruesome unsolved 1912 mystery in which 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axe of an unknown perpetrator. Now, this home was purchased in 1994, restored to its 1912 condition, and converted into a tourist destination. Now, why anyone would want to tour something so grisly or something so, heinous happened is beyond me, because surely I would not. It costs $428 a night to stay at the old haunted home. This is where visitors always report strange paranormal experiences, such as visions of a man with an axe roaming the halls and the faint screams of children. Now, in November of 2014, the haunting took a darker turn. Robert Stephen Larson, Jr., that is, 37 years old, of Rhinelander, Wisconsin, was on a regular recreational paranormal visit with friends when true horror struck. Now, they say his companions found him stabbed in the chest and apparently self-inflicted wounds. They called 911, and Larson was brought to a nearby hospital before being helicoptered to Creighton University Medical Center in Omaha. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office said Lawrence suffered the self-inflicted injury at about 12:45 a.m., which is around the time that the 1912 axe murders in the house occurred, at least when it began. Now, Larson recovered from his injuries, but has never spoken publicly about what occurred that day. For Martha Lynn, the owner of the home, the incident was very upsetting. She says it's publicity, but it's not exactly the kind of publicity you desire to have. I don't understand people thinking that when they come to the Villisca Axe Murder House, something's going to happen that's going to make them do something like that. The house remains open for tourist visits and overnight stays until this day. Now, let me tell you something. I remember hearing this story. And so what happened was, it was a family of 4, I do believe, the father, the wife, and 2 children. But however, that morning they had gone to church, and there were 2 children that were siblings that wanted to spend the night with their children. So those children came over, and they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the story goes that they believe the killer was in the house when they returned home from church, and that he hid in the attic or somewhere until they all fell asleep, because there was really no forced entry that anyone could see. So after everyone went to bed, that's when they say the killer crept out and killed them all as they lay in their beds asleep with an axe. Now, I don't know about you all, but the only thing that sounds creepier than that story is the story of Lizzie Borden, which I'll be talking about her on a future broadcast. Okay? But that's clearly crazy. So here's another story before we finish this episode. It's called The Haunted Doll. Now, when you think of haunted dolls, it's likely the creepy old Victorian-looking porcelain ones that come to mind. None of which you probably have lying around in the house. But still, don't get too comfortable with any of the toys that kids bring home. A Disney's Frozen Elsa doll was gifted for Christmas in 2013 in the Houston area, and it made headlines earlier when it seemingly became haunted. Now, the doll recited phrases from the movie Frozen, and it sang "Let It Go" when a button on the necklace was pressed. For 2 years, it did that in English. This is what the mother, Emily Madonia, said. Then she says in 2015, it started doing it alternating between Spanish and English. There wasn't a button that would change these. It was just random. The family has owned the doll for more than 6 years and never changed its batteries. The mother says the doll would randomly speak and sing even when the switch was turned off. Now, the family decided to throw the creepy doll out in December of 2019, but then weeks later, they found it inside a bench in their living room. She says the kids insisted that they didn't put it there. And I believe them because they wouldn't have dug through the garbage outside. This is what the mother told KPRC2 News in Houston. Now, she says at one point, Elsa ceased to sing the English rendition of Let It Go altogether, speaking only Spanish when pressed. Now, the family then double bagged the bizarre doll and placed it in the bottom of their garbage, which was taken out on garbage day. Then they went on a trip shortly after, but when they returned, Elsa too had come back. So the doll came back with them when they returned from the trip and was waiting in the backyard of their home. This time, the family mailed Elsa to a family friend in Minnesota who taped the haunted doll to the front bumper of his truck. It doesn't seem to have made its way back to Houston yet, as per Madonia's latest post on Facebook, because she gives updates on the creepy doll. So that is clearly creepy. I watch my haunted house and seeing people put evil spirits in them. Woo, so that's all crazy. Yes, the doll was speaking English and Spanish. That is pretty scary, people. So with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. And so, as I said, I'm going to be going live at 10 o'clock in the next 10 minutes on the root of all evil. So everyone, please join me over there in that chat if you want to hear this story. It's about a heist that happened in California. So I hope to see you all right back in the chat. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live on this channel. All right, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah, on Instagram at Divine_Goddess_27, Brighton and Patreon at Queen Ahmadiyyah, and Twitter at DGoddess27. So until next time, Royals, I'll talk to you all again soon.